Hi, once again, Dan Inspiration. If you notice today my shirt, I'm wearing a Sorata shirt because this is a representative of my zodiac sign. I am a chicken. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little story about my father. My father is a very honest man. He is an honest man to the point where he will tell you like it is without any kind of embarrassment. And he would always tell me, son, did you know in my life, I feel like I'm a king? Because I've always been served by women. For example, I've had your mother, and now I have a second wife, and every day during breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they always have to serve me. Not only that, but I was also served by my sister. So I feel like I'm a king, and I live like a king. I don't know if you would ever have, a prosperous life like me that can never live like a king. And I hear this story at least once a week, every time, and it annoys me. But today, I thought it would be response. And I'm going to tell my dad the next time I said, Dad, you know what, Dad? You like to live a life like a king because, you're a good looking guy, right? But for me, maybe I'm not as good looking. So I'd rather not want to live like a king. I actually want to be opposite. Even if I had the opportunity to live like a king, I'd rather be a commoner. And my dad says, why? I would say, well, because I have a role model. That role model is Jesus. If we think about it, Jesus was king, right? He was the creator of all. He was there before time. But yet, he humbled himself to be a commoner for us. Why? To die for our sins and to give us an opportunity of salvation and heaven eternally. And when I think about Jesus, think about the pain and the suffering he had. In a blink of an eye, during the suffering, he could have erased it all and flipped it 180 by just one single word. He just had to say stop, and it would have stopped. But yet, he endured that pain. He endured it to the point where they crucified him on the cross with so much pain. Not only that he endured the pain, but he also said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. So when I think about that, it makes me reflect about my life. All the sins that I've committed, Jesus had already forgiven me. So how can I give back to Jesus? And the only way that I can give back to Jesus is to glorify him with my life of trying to live a holy life. So with so much pain, Jesus endured it. But yet, when we go through ounces of pain, like someone cuts you off while driving, you get angry. Or your children don't listen to you and you start yelling at your children. Or your spouse, they come home late and you question your spouse and it turns into a big argument to where you're upset at each other for days or weeks. But yet when Jesus endured all this pain and suffering, he did not complain and he took it in. So next time when these things happen, listen to Jesus, look at Jesus and use him as a role model in you being able to endure all the insults and all the humiliation, thinking that Jesus did it so you want to be able to do it. Some of you might say, well, I'm not Jesus. I can't do it. That's true. We're not Jesus. But Jesus wants us to be as holy or as close to holy as him as we can. That's why all these saints became holy, and they were able to endure a lot of hardships. And saints were commoners, just like us. So the saints before us, like Saint Francis, Saint Teresa of Lisieux, if they can do it, being from a commoner, why can't we? All it takes is simple steps. And for me, it all started with praying the rosary. If you cannot pray the rosary, a whole entire rosary, think about one mystery, right? And just do one Our Father, one Hail Mary, and one Glory Be. And each day, add one more Hail Mary to it. Maybe within 50 days or 2 months, you will be able to complete a rosary. So always remember, live life to glorify God. And one of the ways we can do that is through daily prayer. Remember, don't try to be a commoner and turn yourself into a king. But realize, if you have an opportunity to be a king, live as a commoner. God bless. Like and subscribe. Thank you.